Hi guys, it's David here from Tarot Avenue, and today I am going to be talking through the full moon tarot spread. I thought this was quite an appropriate time. I'm recording this at the start of 2018, and we've got a series of, I think it's 2 or maybe even 3 super moons in a row, so quite a powerful time when it comes to the moon, and it's really great to look at this full moon tarot spread. I always feel in terms of full moon, it's a great time to reflect a little bit, but we have to remember in terms of tarot, the moon, it can play a few tricks on us, and sometimes it can be about illusion, sometimes there can be some things that are hidden by the light of the moon, and we can almost, that when I think of the moon card, it can almost feel like the light of the moon makes those obstacles look worse than they actually are. So what I wanted to do with this spread is really look at kind of what's the potential, what can we let go of, and really just find out what's hidden from us as well. So I hope that you find this spread useful. I will go through it first, and then we'll go through a live example as well, just so you can see it in action, see how it works. So if we have a look at this spread, you'll see it's a 5-card spread. It starts, the position number 1 is what is the full moon hiding? And I think that's quite important because, we want to really see what's hidden. Now, sometimes it won't all be revealed to us, but it's a good way to ask the tarot and see if there's anything that's hidden that we're just not seeing that needs to be revealed to us at this time. And then the next card we'll look at, position number 2, is how should I deal with what's hidden? So we're really looking at, through my tarot spreads, I always want to look at actions. I always see it about empowerment. So I'm thinking about what action can we take? What do we need to do? How can we deal with this? How can we make it better or maximize the opportunity if it's a great thing that's there? Then we get into position number 3, and that's what do I need to let go of? Full moon time, it's really great to kind of do a bit of almost cleansing, decluttering. Start of 2018 as well, a perfect time to really clean out what's not working for you so that you can move on, and just it's really just figuring out what's not serving you anymore. How can you get rid of that, and how can you move forward, and what will help you let go? Then we look at, this is more in terms of the potential, so it's what new opportunities are available to you. So yeah, this is because there's always opportunities available to us. Sometimes we can't see them because we get so blinded, we get so stuck on our day to day, and almost like set on a path that we're going on as well. So it's a really good time to think of, ask the tarot to reveal what new opportunities are available to you, and then how do you make the most of those opportunities? That's position number 5, the last one. So again, you're left with something really positive because it's all about how can I reach the potential? How can I make the most of those opportunities? So let's get into it with the real life example. So here it is. This is the spread in front of you now that I drew, and this is just a hypothetical, but something so that you can follow along. So we start with what is the full moon hiding, and we've got the Ace of Swords reversed. Interesting one, because I always see the Ace of Swords as this new idea that's coming through. There's a real kind of and almost like I want to say a winning idea, because I always look at that crown and think, yes, there's this new kind of way of thinking, new approach, new thought, but also a new idea that could be a real winner. Now, with it being reversed, I mean, that could well say, in terms of what's the full moon hiding, maybe this new idea has been hidden behind loads of other stuff. So we might just need to go digging around a little bit more. If the Ace of Swords is upright, I always feel like, no, this is coming at you. You will see it, you won't miss it. But when it's reversed, there's potential to miss that new opportunity. And aces are very much the seeds, they're the beginnings, there's such a kind of excitement and freshness and newness about the aces. So you really want to maximize them, and you don't want to miss them when they come along. So yes, that is what could be hidden. So this new approach, new way of thinking, new idea. So how should you deal with that? and we get the Eight of Cups. Now that's an interesting one as well, because if you look at the Eight of Cups there, you will see there is a full moon in that card as well. And this for me is really a card about moving on. It's about leaving the baggage behind, letting go of the past, very much what was spoken about already in terms of this spread, letting go of what's not serving you, moving on. But sometimes it can be painful, you know, it can be emotional. And there's a feeling for me in terms of this, just with these two cards anyway, when we're talking about this new approach, this new way of doing things, and the Eight of Cups. So it feels like perhaps there's a real shift, a real change in direction. So I'm thinking of maybe somebody that's, you know, so dead set on, no, 2018, it's going to be about a new job for me, or it's going to be, I'm going to do really well in my job, I'm going to get that promotion that I've always wanted. But maybe this is saying, no, you need to rethink it. You need to have a new approach. So maybe it's about getting a new job or moving in just a completely different direction. So in terms of how you deal with it, I would say it's very much about moving forward, leaving the baggage behind, leaving the clutter behind, and kind of shedding all that. And now it could be, you know, transition and transformations. It can be painful and can be emotional. So it's about leaving that emotion behind. And you know, it's not always joyous. It can be tough. But I think that's how you're going to maximize these kind of opportunities that are available to you right now. In terms of this reading, this is if I were doing this reading for somebody else or for myself. And then what do I need to let go of? Interesting, because we're getting loads of kind of, you know, that Eight of Cups is all about letting go and moving on. And then we're asking, what do we need to let go of? And we get the Justice reversed. So this is saying to me that it is really, you know, Justice reversed to me is just saying that, you know, sometimes life is not fair. Sometimes things don't always go your way. But remember that you don't always know the reason for everything. It's not all revealed straight away. So perhaps there's a reason you didn't get that promotion. Perhaps there's a reason that you lost your wallet and lost money. You know, it can sometimes feel like with Justice reversed, it's like, oh, it just feels so unfair. But there's a real sense here. I mean, what do you need to let go of? So this is saying to me, just let go of that resentment. You just have to trust that everything's happening for the reason. It's happening in the right order it's supposed to happen in. But sometimes you just need to let go, move on, and accept that things will be happening, things will be changing, and you don't always have control of these outcomes. So yes, so I think it's a case of not holding resentment, you know, because that really just ends up eating away at you, and just accepting whatever the outcome has been up to now, and then moving forward and taking that. So then what new opportunities are available? And we get the lovely Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in the deck, because this is saying to me, look, you can do things on your own terms. The Nine of Pentacles for me represents somebody who is living an abundant life. You know, they've got financial success, material success, but more importantly, they've achieved that through doing something that they love. This is somebody who's completely comfortable. You know, it's not like the Eight of Pentacles, somebody who's working away. It's like, this is somebody who is completely in the flow, completely in their element, and just who looks happy with life. And you know, I think it's, yes, you've earned that and you've achieved that, but it doesn't feel like you've had to have that real slog. So there's an opportunity available to this person to really live an abundant life on their own terms. So that's excellent, because again, that can reflect right back to all these cards together when we're thinking about that Ace of Swords, having that change of approach, change of thought, change in direction. And if this is what's available, then my goodness, I would be hunting out that opportunity and going for it, definitely. And then how do I make the most of that opportunity? And again, we get Death reversed. Well, I say again, but I'm saying again because it's another card about letting go. It's about accepting that there are cycles in life. Yes, you may feel like you've been treated unfairly. You may feel like almost get into that kind of victim mentality. but we have to accept that life is cyclical. There will be ups and downs, there will be good and bad, but we need to just keep moving forward. And the nice thing about death is really that there's a fresh opportunity waiting, because, you know, with death, there's always like rebirth as well. So there's an opportunity for you to keep moving and start afresh and have a lightness around you as well. So with it being reversed, it could say one of two things to me. So it's either that this person is really holding on, they're going to find it really hard to move on. So I would maybe do a bit of work with this person in terms of, look, how can you let go? I have another tarot spread about letting go. So maybe I would even look at that, because I think this person just throughout this spread does need a bit of help with how to kind of release all that stuff for baggage and how to let go. But the other thing it could be about, yes, it's time to move on, but with it being reversed, death reversed, it's saying to me, but you know, you've learned a lot of lessons along this path so far, and you're going to take them with you. So you're not completely changing everything. You're taking these lessons that you've learned, little bits, taking the good bits, the bits that are working, the bits that are serving you, and moving on to this next chapter. So there we go. I think that's a really positive reading. If that was for somebody in particular, it'd be a great reading to have. But I think that this is a great spread to use every full moon, you know, just as a bit of a check-in and think, what can I do this month? How can I do things differently? How can I maximize my potential this month? So I hope you find that useful. Remember, you can head over to tarotavenue.com. And you can see other tarot spreads, there's blog posts, there's courses, all those sorts of things there. So I will see you very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.